Hello everyone, it's Annie and I'm here today with the Trans Rights Readathon announcement video. So I have decided to participate in this readathon as a bookish creator. This readathon was created by a trans reader and author named Sim Kern on TikTok, and all of the links and everything for this readathon will be in the description. Okay, this is a really important readathon to participate in because obviously I love reading trans and non-binary authors all throughout the year, every year. But right now there is some really scary like anti-trans legislation and laws coming out, especially in the United States, especially in Florida and some other states. So I have been really anxious about it, even though I live in, thankfully, a pretty safe state for the moment. I have been really anxious about it, so I do want to help in literally any small way possible, and this is a really great way to do that, while also having fun and reading trans and non-binary authors. So, for this video, you may have seen the little green fundraiser. So I am doing a fundraiser. There are other creators doing other fundraisers for other organizations, but I specifically have chosen the Trans Health Legal Fund, which helps people fight against some anti-trans laws that may have negatively affected them in court. So I am really, this is a really important issue, so definitely please donate if you can. The point of this readathon, again, is to read trans and non-binary authors, but also to fundraise. So with every book that I read, I am going to donate. Different creators have donated different amounts. I am honestly not really sure how much I can donate. I am thinking $10 per book because this is a week-long readathon. I'm not sure how many books I'm going to be able to fit in. It's from March 20th to 27th. So I have 4 books on my TBR right now, and I know that I can finish those definitely, but I may add some more later. So let me tell you about them. So the first book I knew had to go on this TBR is Under Fortunate Stars by Wren Hutchings. And I am kind of embarrassed that I haven't read this yet because I had Wren Hutchings on my channel for an author interview like last year when this book came out. So yeah, I'm finally getting to it. I actually just started it. I'm only a couple chapters in, so it counts, okay, because it's a pretty chunky book. I'm definitely not going to be finishing it before the readathon starts. All right, so I'm going to count it. And this is an amazing space opera so far with a lot of time travel elements. So it kind of reminds me of the TNG episode Yesterday's Enterprise a little bit if you watch Star Trek Next Generation. And it's really fun so far. It's about this ship that gets kind of thrown back in time through space and meets this ship called the Jonah, who is this crew of 5 people who are like legendary in their history for stopping a war. But when they meet this ship, the Jonah, they're like not the heroes that they thought they were going to be. They're not even good people, really. So I think it's going to be really fun. Like I said, I just started it. And Wren Hutchings was such a gracious, amazing author to talk to. They're just so sweet and are really active in the author community. And I really am very excited to read more of this book. And the paperback just came out too. So if you're in the market for supporting a non-binary author with a great sci-fi story, you should definitely pick up the paperback. The next book I absolutely have no choice but to get to is The Faithless by Celia Clark. If you've watched my videos this year, you know that The Unbroken, which is the first book in this fantasy series, it has been my favorite book that I've read this year still. I absolutely adored it, and this is the sequel. It just came out this month, and I pre-ordered it. I got my beautiful copy. I am so excited. Look at the cover. I love it. I am so excited to read this. Okay, so it's the sequel, so I'm not going to be giving too much information because I don't want to spoil it, but The Unbroken is an African-inspired epic fantasy that has amazing politics in it. If you are a sucker for epic fantasy with politics in it, and of course a central sapphic romance, You need to read this series, okay? You really, really do. So it follows Luca and Terrain, who are the main characters. Terrain is this soldier turned spy slash revolutionary, and then Luca is this princess who is trying to usurp her uncle who stole her throne from her. And Terrain in the first book becomes kind of her bodyguard type thing, and you guys know that I love the princess bodyguard trope, the sapphic one. So I am so excited to finally read more of their story. I need this. Okay, next is actually a book that also just came out. It's called End Papers by Jennifer Saron Kelly. And this is a contemporary novel, so a little bit different than the other two. First of all, love the cover, like, intensely, okay? So this is a character-driven story set in 2003 New York City about a genderqueer book conservator who feels trapped by her gender presentation, her ill-fitting relationship, and her artistic block. But she discovers a decades-old hidden queer love letter in the end papers of a book in the shop where she works, and becomes obsessed with tracking down its author and like figuring out the mystery behind this historical love story. And it just sounds amazing. It's gotten really, really good reviews so far, and I got the loan from Library from Libby, and then it lapsed because I was too slow, and I finally got the loan again. So I was like, you know what, it's perfect timing about a genderqueer main character, which like we'd never see. So definitely reading it for this readathon. Okay, so the fourth book on my TBR is a novella, which is nice. So it's Even Though I Knew the End by C.L. Polk, which I have wanted to read for a good long while, so I'm really happy that I'm going to finally get to it for this readathon. It follows a magical detective who dives into the affairs of Chicago's divine monsters to secure a future with the love of her life. So it's a sapphic book, it's a period fantasy, like historical fantasy. Mystery? Okay. So, an exiled Auspex who sold her soul to save her brother's life is offered one last job before serving an eternity in hell. When she turns it down, her client sweetens the pot by offering up the one payment she can't resist, the chance to have a future where she grows old with the woman she loves. To succeed, she is given 3 days to track down the White City vampire. Okay, vampires too. Chicago's most notorious serial killer. Oh. If she fails, only hell and heartbreak await. So like I said, this book is like 150 pages, super short. I should be able to listen to it in one day because the audiobook is only 4 hours. So that is my TBR so far. However, if you guys would be so kind as to leave comments under this video and recommend me some of your favorite books by trans or non-binary authors that I should be looking at for this readathon, especially novellas, I would really appreciate, because like I said, the more books I read, the more money I will be donating to the Trans Health Legal Fund. So please let me know. And as part of this readathon, and every year since I started my channel, I have been making Trans Day of Visibility videos where I recommend my most favorite books by trans and non-binary authors. So if you want to join this readathon and you want some recommendations, definitely check out those videos. They'll be linked up here and also in the description down below. And of course, I will be making another one this year during this week of the readathon. Trans Day of Visibility in America is March 31st, so my video will be going up a little bit early as part of this readathon. All right, so again, please, if you have just even $1 or $2 to donate to this fundraiser, please do so. It would be such a nice giving thing to do, and it's really necessary. So please do so. And I am going to have so much fun reading these books, and I hope you do too as part of the readathon. All right, so thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, like I said, give me recs, but also like and subscribe to my channel for more bookish videos, and I'll see you next time. Bye!